Hello and welcome to another episode of the Australian Sport Edition show. The North episode, absolute gone so quick, and thank you so much. Today's episode will be showing the NBL 1, known as the National Basketball League 1. We will also have only the central team, so that means in South Australia, Adelaide. We also will share the Suncorp netball competition, which will be awesome to see what's happening on that, and all the latest of the NRL, so the National Rugby League, like the AFL, but it'll be the official National Rugby League, like we've been doing so many episodes. So let's get straight into it. We'll start off with the NRL, and I can't believe I'm going to say, but well done to the Brokens from Queensland, 42-18 against the first place Bulldogs in their first loss for the season. We have the Roosters and the Dragons, and Roosters taking the win there. We have the Warriors 26-12 over the Knights. We have Storm taking the win over the Ravens 24-16. We have 50-18 big winners for the Cowboys over the Titans, and Panthers and Sea Eagles 26-10 favourite to the Sea Eagles. And two more games on my list. It is the Rainers 40-28 against the Dolphins, and West Tigers 20-18 taking a win over the Sharks, with the Eels taking the week off for that. So that was round 8. We come to the next round. Instead of Thursday night football, we go to Friday straight into a double header. We got so many games to share here on round 9. So it is the Sharks and the Eels. Favourite for the Sharks. Disappointing from last week. Eels were coming off on a big, nice break and get back into action, but this is played at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, and I think the Sharks take a nice win there. Roosters and Dolphins, big winners to the Roosters. This is also played at a double header, actually, with nice 5:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you want to know to watch your team, that is playing it there. The next one, same stadium. This is played on your local free-to-air, Channel 9 and 9 Now, KO and Fox. The first game out of double header of the Friday, the 2nd of May, is KO and Fox for the Sharks and the Eels. So the Roosters and the Dolphins take head-to-head at 19:35 p.m, which is 7:35 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and the favourites are the Roosters. I'm backing up the Roosters to take on the Dolphins with that game. We come to the next one, Saturday football. We got 1, 2, 3. So 3 games on schedule. The first up, we are still at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. I think we're going to do like they do in Adelaide, like a gather-round quite thing. So everyone comes and plays in Queensland in Brisbane. So the first up is the 2:30 slot on the Saturday, 3rd of May. We have the Runners and the Knights, and I am going to go really clearly. I'm going to say with the Rainers was that game. The Warriors and the Cowboys, big winners for both teams, but I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys with this. I think they're looking pretty good. Now, the game of the round for this game is the Runners and the Knights, and that's all on the Roosters and the Dolphins. That's the second same schedule of channels as Channel 9, 9 Now, and Fox and KO here in Australia. Now we go to the West Tigers Dolphins. Game is not on free-to-air as well, the Warriors and the Cowboys, but I'm going to go with, it's pretty hard to choose even. I really don't follow any of these teams. Big winners for West Tigers, but I think the Dragons will take care of West Tigers. And final 2 games for the round. We got Sunday football. We got the Titans and the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for me, they'll come from that awful loss, and that's played at 1:20 p.m. and it's all on KO and Fox. And your third free-to-air game is on the Panthers and the Brokens at 3:35 p.m. We got 9 Now, KO and Fox. All games are on KO and Fox, so you can check your local guards on that. And Storms and the Rainers, and Storm will be the game for that. And we have the Sea Eagles having this opportunity to enjoy their break. So there you have it. We have all your tips. So my games will choose. I have chosen the Sharks, the Roosters, the Rainers, the Rabbits, we have the Cowboys, we got the Dragons, we got the Bulldogs, we got the Brokens. Do apologise not saying that. And at the last one, it's 5:55 p.m. and it's the Storms might go and they take on the Rangers. So that'll be more likely the game of the round. So that is NRL news and results and tips and predictions, and not really much in thoughts because I didn't really follow this sport, but I like to share with you all who I think should win. And yeah, we now come to the next sport, which is the Super Netball competition here in Australia. And it is round 3 on the 20th of April. So we had over split rounds. So we'll go down who wins and losses, and we're going to round 4 as well. So first up was the Melbourne Maricks against Giant Netball at John Cain Arena. Well done on that win. You're looking pretty. That was a strong win, 15-goal win. We go into the Adelaide Entertainment Centre on also the Sunday the 20th of April, and we had South Wales swish 65-57 over the Adelaide Thunderbirds, and that's a really good effort win on the road. We go to Sunshine Coast Lightning and Queensland Firebirds on the 26th of April, the day after ANZAC, and this was played at Uni SC Arena, 64 to the SC Lightning to Queensland Firebirds 50. So well done on that win. And the final game was West Coast Fever taking the win 67-57 over Melbourne Phoenix as well at John Cain Arena. So well done on that. We come now to the rounds and predictions of the rounds, and boy, there's going to be some interesting games and who I think. So the first up, it is Giants Netball, and they go to Ken Rosewell Arena and they host the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Thunderbird big loss last week against the Giant, and New South Wales Swiss, the other Sydney team. And I got to say, I think Adelaide Thunderbirds will get back on their track. You know that how good they have been, not this pre-season competition, but that means no points and no matter. But coming into this season, they look pretty good and will share the ladder really, really soon. So yes, it is a loss, but they'll bounce back and they'll just get over the line. We got West Coast Fever and Suncoast Lightning, big road trip for the Lightning, and they will be travelling not easy because there was a nice win for West Coast on the road to Melbourne. So I think they'll get the job, West Coast Fever, at RAC Arena, where the Perth Wildcats play their basketball. So that'll be for me. So that is the Saturday's schedule, the 3rd of May. The first one is 16:30 p.m. on 3rd of May. It is the Giants Netball and the LA Thunderbirds. We have the Saturday night netball clash with West Coast Fever and SC Sunshine Coast Lightning on the 6:30 schedule, and that check your local guards. Download the app with as well, which will let you all know very, very shortly. We come to the last 2 games for the round. We have Melbourne Marrick and the Melbourne Phoenix. That is the showdown. I think will be more likely the game of the round. 2 teams go head to head at John Cain Arena, but I am going strongly to Melbourne Phoenix. They are looking absolute good. They're in good form. I think they're a little bit high in the ladder by the same wins. We'll share the ladder very, very soon, and that is at 1:30 p.m. on the 4th of May. So check your local guards, all your KO, Fox and Binge in Australia. Check all that. But I'll share what the app is so you can download, and who the team you go for, just follow everything instructions as well. And then the final game, New South Wales Swiss, Queensland Firebirds, and we had a big win for the New South Wales Swiss, head to Adelaide, taking a big win over LA Lightning. So I think they'll take the win at home, and that also played at Ken Rosewell Arena, and that's at 3:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Australian Standard Time. So the netball app, and we'll get straight to the basketball competition of NBL, and we'll wrap this up. So netball competition, and the actual app's called Netball Live Official App. That is all your Sun-Cot netball competition. You go who you go for. As I'm from Adelaide, so I chose Adelaide Lightning. It's actually very entertainment to watch. So that's all for now for the Adelaide Lightning and all the netball news and all that. We come to the final game or final news here on the Australian Sport Edition show. Thank you for all your listening. Hope you enjoyed so far. We have I'm going to share now the NBL 1 Central competition. I'm only doing Central Comp as it's a lot easier. We'll start with the men's and women's, but unfortunately there's no updates. Here we go. So we do have it on my phone right in front of me. So the first up it is, and we'll share all the games played on the 25th of April 2025. That's recent last week, and then we'll go from there. So if I miss a round or games of basketball, absolutely apologise, but let's get straight into it. So the first up was at St. Basketball Centre in Wayville in South Australia. Forestville is where they play their basketball, take on Central District Lions, and it was the Forestville Eagles taking a nice win, taking a nice victory, 86-45, if I got that 100% correct. So yeah, 86-45 is correct. We go down to the ARC Cameron Town, and it is North Flames and Woodville Warriors, and a big road win to Woodville Warriors, not that far down the track against the North, as they take the victory 76-60. We came the next one, and we head to Mitcham Park with South Adelaide Pandas take on the Marrick, and my goodness, a nice win, 61-53, and that was a nice win, well done. Sturt Stavers take on North Adelaide at Springbank College, where I do play my basketball, so 57-54, 3-point victory, well done. And another one, 66-64, big winners for Southern Tigers over West Adelaide. So now that is all the women's update. Now we come to the men's, as that is updating right now, and we also do that get straight into it. So we only done the 25th of April, so I do apologise for all the restrictions and all that of updating here on the Australian Sport Edition show. So we do have some more games to share with you all for the 27th of April, and then we'll go to the men's part. So Central District take on West Adelaide, and it was West Adelaide 95-73, big winners. We go to a 3-point winners of the Marrick taking the 74-71 over Norwood. We have a 7-point win for North Adelaide, 58-51 over South Adelaide, and it was a thumping victory, 6-3 Forestville to 31 Southern Tigers. And Warriors are starting to get some wins on the road back at home. They take on Sturt, a big road trip from Sturt to take on down at St. Clair, and it was a 78-69 win as well. So that's all for now from this point of view of that. We now come to the men's competition, right, and we also do the Sacrosanct routine as well. So the first game is obvious, Forestville Eagles and Centrals, and it was Forestville taking a 103-78 win down at State Basketball Centre, Wayville. Warriors, they take the win over Norwood, big road win, 93-87. It was the Marricks taking the 77-69 over South Adelaide Pandas at the Mitchell Park. We have down at Sturt, we have 90-77 defeated North Adelaide down at Springbank. We have the final game down at Port Adelaide Registration Centre, West Adelaide defeated Southern Tigers taking the win 89-77. We come to the next game with Central District Lions taking the win over West Adelaide 100-86. The next game, it was a 3-point victory, road trip big one with down at St. Francis de Sales Community Centre, with Norwood taking the win over Marist 83-80. We have the next one with South Adelaide 91-70, big road win against North Adelaide. Then at the Light Community and Sports Centre, we have Forestville taking the road trip down to Southern Tigers and a big road trip 88-73. And the final game, it's Woodville Warriors 103-87 down at St. Clair Registration Centre, with taking a big home victory there. So there you have it, with here on the Australian Sport Edition show with all your sports. So we have the National Rugby League, we had the Suncorp Super Netball competition, the Australian competition, so make sure it is the official Netball Live app that you can download on the App Store or the Play Store as well. You can 100% check out the NBL One app. It is an app you can download on wherever you get on your Play Store or an App Store as well. So you can totally check all your live and checking all that. But I like to share here on the Australian Sport Edition show. So that is all now. Now, before we do head off, we are now head into May. Welcome all new month. Let's get a big goal now. This is it. This in a few weeks' time, I'd like to get this goal. Now, we don't get it in 2 weeks' time from the time I record this episode. I would like to get 1,000 by late May, but I will like it by mid-May. I get saying the last few episodes, that is the goal. Where you can get and listen to my podcast is the Facebook page, the BJ Show Podcast. You can also go straight on to Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you get your podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and I really appreciate it for all your time and support. Much as, yes, I know you'll listen to my podcast, and I know you will do. Enjoy it every moment. All right, thank you very much for listening. The BJ Show is out. Peace out. Bye for now.